All right, we're doing lesson 30, understanding categories of shapes. Okay, ideas about comparing shapes. So look at this. It says which shape does not belong to the group with at least one right angle. Show me a right angle with your hand. I love it because it's like right? That's the easiest way for me to remember if there's a right angle. I make a capital L with my pointer finger and my thumb. Okay? And if I do it with the other one and put them together, I can make a field goal. All right, okay. Is this right here on a right angle? No. It has to be like this. Okay, there has to be a corner. Okay, your desks have right angles. All right. So which one of these does not belong with everybody with the rest of the group? Which shapes do not belong with the rest of the group?
D and A. D and C.
Okay, C does for sure. What's the other one?
B.
And B doesn't. Because look, D has a right angle right here, and A has a right angle right here, and then D has a right angle here and here. Okay? All right. It says think about how these shapes are alike and different. You can use a ruler to measure the size. Don't worry about it. Okay, write two ways in which these shapes are alike. So just talk to me. Look at both of those shapes. How are they the same? Both have right angles. Yes. You may not see it, okay, but just because I don't have a little square in the corner like this, that doesn't mean it's not a right angle, okay? It has to be look like, okay, a sharp corner. That's what they call it. Because is this right here, is this a right angle? No, it's not. Okay? Just think of the corners of your desk. If it looks like the corners of your desk, perfect. That's a right angle. If it doesn't, it's not a right angle. All right. So they both have right angles. What else? I think that's it, right? Yeah. And they're both are polygons because they're a closed shape, right? Okay. How are they different?
One has more sides than the other.
Yes. This side right here, this one has 5, and this one has how many? 6. Okay. And this one has 4 angles. You see the corners right here? 4 angles, and thankfully this could be an angle too right here because it's all the way around. So you could say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles, and this one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. That's another difference. Says Gwen says that all right angles belong in the group some right angles. Lee says that all rectangles belong in the group all right angles. Who's correct? Okay, so here's a rectangle, okay? And then a square is also a special rectangle. Do they all have right? Does each shape has all right angles or some? You sure? Doesn't doesn't this shape right here look like your desk? Doesn't it?
Mhm.
Okay, so who's right, Gwen or Lee? Gwen says that all rectangles belong to the group that only has some right angles. But Lee says that all rectangles belong to the in the group that says all right angles. Who's right? Lee or Gwen?
Lee.
Yes. Okay, your desk, this classroom, I mean, if you look in, okay, the floor is the shape of a rectangle. Hey, your book, if you close your book, The cover, isn't that a rectangle? Okay. They all have right angles. Okay. By the way, they all have 4 of them. Rectangles, squares have 4 right angles. All right. So Lee is correct. Okay. Do this one right here for me. It says draw a shape that belongs to both of these groups. You ready? Both of these groups. Underline underline this. All sides are the same length, but it doesn't have, and no right angles though. Okay. So draw me a shape. Go. Is this correct?
No.
But all the sides are the same length. But what else it doesn't have?
It has right angles.
It does have right angles. So if you drew a square, that's not right. Okay. Now, if I did this, okay, you get the point. I know it's not perfect, but is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just pretend that all the sides are the same, okay? Does this one have any right angles? No. So this matches the what they call attributes, right? Characteristics of a shape. All right. Miss Claire and Miss Martinez will walk around, okay? All right. So you're going to page 5. Yeah, page 5 on this packet right here. Should be pretty simple. How many sides does an octagon have? How many?
8.
8. How many angles does a triangle have?
3.
A shape has the same number of angles as it does sides, okay? So if a triangle has 3, it's going to have 3 angles. If a square has 4 sides, it's going to have 4 angles, all right? So you said 3. Okay?
Do you have 2 polygons packets?
Does a rectangle have more sides or angles?
No.
We just covered this just now.
No.
No. Okay? They have the same number, right? Same number of angles and same number of sides. Okay, so how many sides does a pentagon have? 5, good. Who has more sides, a hexagon or a pentagon?
Hexagon.
Hexagon has how many?
6.
6. A pentagon has
5.
5. So a hexagon. How many pairs are parallel lines? Check this out. You see the word parallel right here?
Mhm.
You see the 2 little L's? Okay? Parallel are sides that are side by side like this. So if you're at a football game and they just kicked a field goal and the umpire does this, his hands are what? Parallel. Yes. Look at your desk. Look at your desk. The right side and the left side are what? Parallel. Because they're side by side, right, Jasmine? Okay? And then look at your desk. The side closest to you and the side where your name tag is. Those are what? Parallel. Is this parallel? No. Because they cross. It's 2 sides that if I extend my hands all the way up and my hands all the way up, they'll never cross. That's parallel. Okay? So that would be 1 pair, right? So how many pairs of parallel lines does your desk have?
4.
No?
2.
Pair is 2, right? So the top and bottom is 1 pair, and then the left and right is another pair. So your desk has how many pairs? 2. So look, how many pairs of a pair line does a trapezoid have? 2, yes. Oh, my bad, sorry. 1. Because a trapezoid looks like this. Watch. Thank you. That's what a trapezoid looks like. So look, the top and the bottom are parallel, not the right and left. Whew, that was close. And then how many pairs of parallel lines does a square have?
4.
Okay, I didn't say how many sides. There's a square.
2.
Okay, that means this side is parallel to this side. That's one pair. Okay, Curtis? And this side is parallel to this side. That's another pair. So how many pairs does it have? 2. Got it, Ronnie? All right, so moving on. A polygon has 6 sides and 6 angles. What's it called? How many pairs of parallel lines does a triangle have?
9.
Here's a triangle. Are any sides side by side like this?
No.
No. So how many pairs does it have? None. 0. All right.